Good day po, teachers! Welcome back po dito sa Learning Pal kung saan po tayo nag-share ng latest TEPED news and updates and free learning resources. So teachers, ito na po yung ating pinakahihintay regarding po sa ating guidelines on the grant of our medical allowance. So kasi marami po mga questions na natili pa rin na floating sa isip natin kung ang ating bang medical allowance ay cash or through card ibibigay or yung tinatawag na HMO. So ngayon po naglabas po ng guidelines yung DepEd kung ano po mangyayari sa ating allowance. Paano po natin siya i-avail. So check po natin ito pong kanilang binigay na DepEd order for our medical allowance. So nakalagay po rito guidelines on the grant of medical allowance to the Department of Education personnel. So nakakatuwa po ito dahil ito po additional benefits po sa atin lalo na tayo po ay prone po sa mga sakit. So first check po natin yung sino po yung eligible na mga personnel. So dapat daw po ay nakapag-render ng service at least total or an aggregate of 6 months of service in a particular fiscal year. And then pag ikaw naman po ay newly hired personnel, dapat ikaw ay nakapag-render na ng 6 months of service in a particular fiscal year para maka-avail po nitong medical allowance. Then, person who transferred to DepEd and was not granted medical allowance by the government agency they previously worked for shall be eligible to receive the medical allowance from DepEd. So, kung di po naka-avail yung isa pong employee from other government, ay pwede po siya maka-avail po ng medical allowance po dito sa DepEd. Okay po. So, next na po natin. Diretso na po tayo. Paano allowance? So, ito na po, So, ito po ay base po sa DepEd order na nilabas po ng DepEd po. Babasahin ko lang po. Availing of medical allowance. So, ang medical allowance na po ay pwedeng mag-grant either by availing of it through group availment or individual availment. So, from that point po, alam natin na pag sinabing group, so, ito po ay HMO po, Pag individual availment, titignan po natin kung possible po yung cash. At ano ba pong mga iba pong consideration kapag individual availment. So, unahin po natin yung group availment. The following guidelines shall apply to those who have availed of group availment. The group availment for the HMO type product benefits shall be through DepEd procurement. So, dapat meron pong agreement po yung DepEd and from that HMO company. So, ito po ay ni-encourage to include benefits for high-risk cases such as pregnant women, senior citizens, or persons with disabilities. Moreover, the HMO coverage shall be for a period of 12 months. So, 1 year lang po. And ito po yung mga dapat i-consider, pag tayo po ay kukuha dapat daw ng HMO packages. So, inpatient benefit, outpatient benefit, emergency care benefit, annual physical exam, and dental benefit. So, hindi po natin alam kung magkano po, per sickness or per part po niyan, yung sa HMO. Depende po. So, yung focal office na in charge ay i-ready yung list of groups and personnel na mag-a-avail po niyan. Okay? So, dumako naman po tayo sa individual availment form. So, ito po yung pinakahintay natin, So, this option may be availed through the following. So, paano ba siya ma-avail? Okay, una raw po ay through payroll disbursement for the availment of new /renewal of individual HMO. Okay, so kung meron po tayong existing HMO, pwede po natin yan i-avail na gagamitin natin yan sa pag-renew ng ating meron na po tayong HMO. Second, the focal office shall determine the number of eligible personnel based on the consolidated annex forms who opted to avail the individual availment. Okay, so pag meron ka rin HMO type na product, kailangan mo mag-submit ng proof of enrollment. Okay po, ito po yung mga list, And then some supplemental. is below the rate of 7,000 medical allowance, the person shall not be obliged to refund the excess amount. So, kung lower that po dyan, ay hindi na natin kailangan i-refund natin. Eto na po ang maraming may gusto, no? Cash form for payment of medical expenses. So, this option shall be granted to persons who fall under one of the 3 conditions set by the DBM circular. A. Their localities, communities are identified as GIDA, as certified by the head of agency. And then, wala pong adequate na HMO branch or office. And then, application of personnel in acquiring HMO coverage. Next po, based on the assigned workstation as the reference point, the following developers are authorized to issue certifications for identified GIDA localities pag wala pong adequate na HMO branch. GIDA stands for Geographically Isolated and Disadvantaged Areas. No, clear po tayo dito, teachers, no? So, kailangan daw po, personnel are required to submit the following repertory requirements subject to the usual accounting auditing. So, sign individual cash claim form. Okay, tapos, kailangan natin ng certification of GIDA or certification of no adequate HMO branch or office or proof of denial from any HMO including but not limited to letter or electronic email. So, yan po yung mga conditions para po tayo maka-avail ng ating medical allowance through cash. So, ito po yung mga requirements. So, yun po muna, teachers. Kung gusto nyo po mabasa, ito pong kabuuan ng DepEd order regarding our medical allowance. So, ilalagay ko po yung link na yan sa description po ng video na to or doon po sa ating comment section. So, yun lang po muna and DepEd updates and hit notification bell para updated tayo pag meron po mga latest video na po at maraming salamat!